The red light pulsed, a maddening heartbeat in the sterile white room. My sight swam, a fuzzy kaleidoscope of memories and sensations, the acrid scent of ozone and burning plastic, the echoing crash of shattering glass, and the relentless hum of machinery, a lullaby that promised oblivion. "Subject White, status awakening," a robotic voice announced, distant yet insistent. I struggled to focus, my limbs leaden, my head throbbing. Where was I? Who was I? Fragments of a past life flickered, the canvas in front of me, the brushstrokes cascading into a defiant riot of colour, the fear in the eyes of the people scattering as my touch, my anger, ripped through the building. "Welcome," a voice murmured, soft and hesitant. A young man, barely older than me, stood before me, his face etched with a mixture of apprehension and relief. "My name is Delbert." I blinked, trying to piece together the fragments of my fractured reality. What happened? Where am I? He gestured towards a monitor, displaying a cityscape sprawling under a hazy purple sky. Towering structures kissed the heavens, adorned with intricate holographic projections, depicting a world of gleaming perfection. "Neo-London, you're in a cryogenic facility. They called you Subject White. They needed you." His words hung in the air, heavy with unspoken truths. It all started to come back. The chaos, the fear, the cold iron feeling of the restraints, the promise of eternal sleep. The price of my freedom, they said, was oblivion. But why now? Why awaken me after all this time? "Why?" I whispered, the word catching in my throat. "Why wake me up now?" He met my gaze, his eyes filled with a quiet rebellion. "Because, Subject White, you are not just any subject. You were their test, a key to unlocking the secrets of our abilities. They believe that controlling us, silencing us, is the only way to ensure peace." He paused, his hand tracing the neural implant embedded beneath his skin, a symbol of the control the consensus exerted over every telekinetic. "The city you see, it's not a utopia, it's a gilded cage. But you, Subject White, you hold the key to breaking free." His words resonated with a power I thought long forgotten. I had been a pawn, a catalyst for their so-called peace. But now they had awakened me, inadvertently fueling the fire that had been dormant within me all these years. Hours bled into days as I delved deeper into the world they had built, into the lives of those controlled by the consensus. I saw the fear in their eyes, the desperation clinging to their every move. I saw myself reflected in them, the echo of a suppressed scream. Delbert became my confidant, my guide through the labyrinth of this new world. He helped me understand the depths of the consensus control, the insidious way in which they manipulated and exploited our powers. I knew I had to do something. For myself, for Delbert, for all the telekinetics trapped in this web of control. But I was unprepared for the truth that lay hidden at the heart of the consensus plan. My awakening, my very cryogenic preservation, had been pre-selected. My wish for freedom, recorded in a journal before my sleep, became the trigger for my revival. The irony was bitter, a twisted reflection of my own desire. Lenora Rice Grady, the head of the consensus, was a woman of daunting intellect and unflinching resolve. She invited me to her office, a sanctuary of gleaming chrome and artificial ice. "You are a prodigy, Subject White," she said, her voice as cold and precise as the environment. "A key to unlocking the true potential of telekinetic power. Imagine, Subject White, a world where everyone with the gift could be trained, controlled, harnessed. Think of the possibilities." Her eyes glinted with a disturbing ambition, a hunger for power masked by the illusion of progress. "But your purpose is not to simply exist. You are meant to be a conduit, to amplify our control, to ensure the perfect harmony you see before us." "Harmony built on chains," I retorted. Her smile tightened. "Chains that protect you, Subject White, chains that protect humanity." She pressed a device on her console, and the holographic display behind her flickered to life. Images of countless telekinetics flooded the screen, their faces numb, their movements robotic. Are you willing to embrace your destiny, Subject White, or will you resist and doom us all? I looked into her eyes, seeing not a benevolent leader, but a ruthless tyrant, a puppet master pulling the strings of an entire civilization. The city outside shimmered with artificial light, a monument to the consensus's control. Every telekinetic's mind was tethered to a central network, their powers channeled through the implants they wore. Delbert was right. This was a gilded cage, but he was also wrong about one thing. I wasn't their key. I was their prison. And now I was going to break free. The words I had spoken in my journal entries, laced with my deepest heartache, whispered in my mind. It wasn't about control. It was about freedom. It was about art, about expression, about the raw, untamed power of the human spirit. I focused, drawing upon every ounce of my suppressed energy, mobilizing a sonic wave unlike anything they had ever imagined. It wasn't about destruction, but about liberation. My hands pulsated with light, emanating a silent chill that rippled through the city. The holographic displays flickered, static blurring into a chaotic symphony. The consensus's control faltered. I saw wide-eyed expressions twist into disbelief, then into a tentative victory celebration as one by one the implants deactivated. The city went silent, then erupted into a chorus of newfound freedom. But I felt myself fading, my spirit straining against the anchors that bound me to this world. The wave had cost me everything. As my consciousness slipped away, I glimpsed Delbert's face filled with wonder and gratitude. I saw the city bathed in the soft glow of a sunrise, its inhabitants free. And then I was gone. But even as the darkness consumed me, I felt a faint echo, a whisper resonating through the minds of those I had saved. They called me Noelia White, but now I was simply silent. A silent protector, a whisper of hope, a reminder that even the faintest spark can ignite a revolution.